Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Are we? Oh no. This I think is a Marzai. Yo. What are we gonna do? We just quick saved, okay? We're gonna just go with it, and then if we have regrets, we can go back. Tessera. Marzai prowls over to the desk and braces his arms against it. I've been thinking about what I promised you before, about satisfying your curiosity. Marzai picks up an object from your desk and casually examines it. We Drakari and Monkey are different. This difference cannot be explained in words. It can only be felt. Understanding the nature of the true Eldari is possible only for one who participates in their rituals, their entertainments, their pleasures. You told me you were interested in knowing me and my world. Well, since our fates remain intertwined, I see no reason to deny you that knowledge, or myself a fleeting titillation. Marzai meekly bows his head and glances at you. I'll gladly do your will, Tessera. Would it please you to partake of a feast? What do you mean by feast? I mean a feast as I understand it. No victuals or libations, however fine, can be a substitute for what sates an Eldari soul itself. The premortal passions of tortured flesh, terror, suffering, despair. All that which we take by rights from others, inferior creatures. You already know what I mean, don't you? I saw it in your eyes when you touched Ymris's imprisoned soul. Do not lie. You were singed by the spark of the flame that burns within me, the flame that feeds on pain. He smiles. His smile is triumphant. Together, we'll descend into the bowels of this bucket. Your ship will find a compartment full of unsuspecting... Oh, we will find a compartment full of unsuspecting prey. We'll slaughter them all, every last one of them. And with each victim we torture, the fear of the waiting prey will grow and grow, becoming sweeter and thicker. There, in that crucible of passion, you'll know the true Eldari soul. My soul. I think it's so interesting, right? Like, in the beginning when I had learned about Marzai, I definitely thought he was just like murder happy. I mean, and he is. I mean, don't get me wrong. This man is very murder happy. Very, very, very much. But what's really interesting is that this is coming from a perspective of he wants you to know him. And I think that that's so interesting because you come out the Drakari, the Eldari, not thinking that they have the same kind of feelings or wants or cares or anything like that that humans do for connection, right? So like you're kind of here in the beginning going, well, there's no way that you can connect to Marzai. He is a murder-happy Drakari. He enjoys reveling in blood and in slaughter, and that's who his people are, and that's fine, but that's not something that normally you'd be interested in. But when he comes at you from this perspective of he wants you to know his soul, like that's interesting, right? Like that's like so he's simple in some ways, but he's actually very complicated in others. So I think so are you planning on to kill my people for your own amusement? Why only for my amusement, Tessera? Marzai leans forward. For our amusement. Haven't you been craving to uncover the secrets of my very nature? I'm offering you the chance to expand your narrow horizons under my painstaking tutelage. So, this is obviously the refusal. This is the, I'm guessing, submissive. This is the dominant, which I believe Tess has gone down. Tess isn't gonna submit to nobody. So, I am like, this game is so long, and I love Marzai so much. Are we gonna dump Heinrich for Marzai? Is that? I mean, honestly, though, after coming out of Komorag, I could see it. Like, I could see a little happy Tess. And just look at how happy her portrait is. Imagine this little happy Tess with this very murder-happy Drakari. It's very funny to think about when you think about how happy Tess is. All right, you know what? If we don't like it, we reload. That's it. That's all we're gonna do. It's a gameplex. Just click the button. I'll come with you if you ask me properly. What? No! No! Ha 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 ha! He does? The Drakari slowly drops to one knee. Please, Tessera, I'll do everything in my power to make this a walk you'll never forget. Lord help. Emperor ain't gonna forgive us for this one, Tess. Girl, the Emperor is not gonna forgive you for this. I'm okay with that. Oh, Lord. Oh, my God. Girl, how many people you two murder? How many people? Splattered with blood and pieces of ripped flesh, Marzai is panting, not from fatigue, but excitement. His face looks brighter and more vivacious. His usually dark eyes now shine with a deep turquoise fire. His mouth is stretched wide in a ravenous grin. The Drakari seems fit to burst from this overwhelming surge of energy. Look, another pile of cornered meat. Marzai can barely keep himself from lunging at the humans. What is your wish, Tessera? How will it please you to destroy these cattle? Marzai casts a feverish glance at you. Tell me, and I'll obey. There is definitely something very intriguing about, especially because I'm so glad we knew in advance to pick the same option every single time with him, like whether you're going to go dominant or submissive, because I feel like this is playing into this now. But there is definitely something very intriguing, and you could see how a relationship would form where you've got control of like literally one of the most terrifying creatures in the universe, right? Like this is a Drakari. They slaughter for fun. This is them. This is him. This is just a normal day in Marzai land, and he's literally asking, how can I make you happy when I murder these people? It's very interesting. So, you can raise your weapon. I'll finish them off myself. Why don't they entertain us themselves? You there, scum, finish yourselves, or else we will, and 100 times more painfully. I'm giving them to you. And oh, okay. Let's try that. He raises his blade. Watch. Don't even blink. Why is he floating like that? A blood-curdling roar fills the dark compartment. Marzai, who has now well and truly lost his head, is laughing, his whole body racked with convulsions. Yes, that's it, that mouth-watering scent of blood, that thrilling wave of terror. This is what makes life worth living. This is what gives meaning to everything. A moment later, he's suddenly in front of you, bending down from his towering height, his face twisted in a happy leer of sated maniac. You, Tessera. Marzai can hardly stop himself from reaching out for you. His eyes full of unrelenting obsession devour you at close range. Do you feel this heat? This flame rending you from within? This unquenchable thirst slacked for a moment by a sea of blood? Are you pleased with me? Oh man, I honestly, reach towards him. Yes. Drunk on the misery-soaked air, Marzai does not hesitate for a second. He drags you to him and covers your mouth with his own. The pain of his metal claws digging into your neck mingles with the salty taste of blood from your bitten lip, and you sink into a dark, vicious, endless abyss. I thought he didn't like kissing, because, like, I've seen some other stuff where, like, he doesn't like it. Is that, though, if you pick the submissive options instead of the dominant ones? Because I didn't, honestly, y'all, we're breaking up with Heinrich. I'm sorry. I can't not romance this man. No, oh God. Lord help. Lord help. I should be saying Emperor help, but the Emperor, he turned his gaze away from us, y'all. He looked at Tessera after Tessera looked at Marzai and said, my child, there is no help for you. Goodbye. I'm fine. It's fine. It's so fine. Yep, it's so fine. This is fine. The Emperor gonna be very angry. What happens if, like, we might lose people over this? And I'm willing to try. I'm willing to see what happens. We should go back. I'm gonna save when we get to a point where we can. I'm gonna do a hard save, and then I'm gonna go back to that quick save that we did, and then just label it like right before Marzai. Romance, just so we have that. Oh, wait. Oh, you two did the deed too. Wait, it wasn't just sexy murder time. It was like, not just murder time, rather. It was sexy murder time. And there's a dead man hanging over my bed now. Okay. No, you know what? I appreciate that. Oblivion releases you from its clawed grip and you slowly swim up out of the gloom of your fevered slumber. Your entire body aches and smarts. Your skin is peppered with countless cuts and bruises, and a dull gnawing pain radiates through your wrist and hips. A hazy, almost indiscernible memory hovers somewhere at the edge of your consciousness, a memory of pain and of pleasure reaped in its depths. Mara's eye stares at you from beneath half-lowered lids. His naked body seems to be knit from ropes of lean, lithe muscle, and his pale skin, marked with the same traces of violence as your own, seems to glow faintly in the half-light. Blood is pooled in the hollows of his clavicles. He wipes it away and licks his fingers, savoring the remnants of the feast. You are awake, my pet. So she gave as good as she got, kind of thing. And that's my girl. That is my girl. The oblivion of ecstasy. It has been so long since the last time I plunged into it. He does a full body stretch. Your servants have not known true fear in a long time, and the terror they felt when my blades began to rip open their bodies was especially powerful. And you are good, better than I could have imagined. You're like a sponge absorbing everything I can give you. What happened exactly? The corners of his lips quirks into a smile. Words are a pale shadow of the reality, but there's still plenty more meat on your ship and plenty more opportunities for a repeat performance. So now I know what personal desires of yours. He chuckles. He merely chuckles in response. All right, we're going with it. I do not doubt it. He silently closes the distance between you and leans over, his breath tickling your ear. Do not keep me waiting. Okay. We're going in for this, because I don't know, like, this obviously dominant, this obviously not. But I don't know what this is, so we're going for it. He flinches away from you, his lips curling in disgust. Spare me these monkey absurdities. So that's interesting. So when he's like in the bloodlust, he'll kiss you no problem. But now that it's, oh, that's interesting. Well, I will go now. Until next time, I am certain that our next feast will be even more intense. Can I read? Hold on. We're gonna save. So where was... Okay. So we'd have to go through all of that again. I'm gonna save this. Now, I kind of want to know what happens if we picked the other option. Obviously, like, we could spacebar for our lives. This was... That's the autosave. Where was this? I thought we quick saved while we were in the map. Did I not? Or did it? Oh, okay. Hold on. Let's load this and see where this is. Because I kind of want to see, what happens if you pick the other option. Because, like, on one hand, like, kissing him would definitely be a Tess thing. But on the other hand, establishing that dominance, I wonder if it's more important for everything overall. And I could see Tess doing that too. I mean, this girl didn't come home the same. Girl went to the land of the crazy and came back a little extra. You know what I mean? Okay, so this is this. We can do this really quick. In fact, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through this really fast, and then I will see you back here when I catch up and get all the way to the end of the romance. Okay, we're back. Welcome. So, I shall decide when is what we were gonna pick this time. Well, I will go now. Until the next time, I'm certain that our next feast will be even more intense. Oh, so that's it. Okay. So I think that was literally the exact same endpoint as the other one, but I think I'm gonna keep this. By the way, I did go back and talk to Noimo, stuff like that. Now, let's quick save. Oh my gosh, my quick save doesn't work because I gotta do this. I gotta change my profile. There we go. I did hit the button. I just didn't realize it didn't actually quick save last time. That's why it didn't work. Does he know?
What can I do for you?
He doesn't know. How do you not know? I just made mass amounts of murder on my ship. No, wait, really not know that I made the world's... Oh my god, he can see him from there too. Okay. What does Mars I have to say now?
Rogue trader.
So what happens if you pick this? I have something to discuss. Something for your ears only.
And what is it you want to talk about?
So he leans down towards you, interest smoldering in his eyes. So what happens if you pick that?
I could sense your craving the second you stepped onto the bridge. And I crave the same. Come.
So is this another murder? Oh, Lord. They just murdered another person. So every time there's murder.
The sounds you make when you're in pain are exquisite. I will make you scream louder next time. The sounds you make when you're in pain are exquisite. I will make you scream louder next time.
Does he have another line, or is that literally it?
The sounds you make when you're in pain are exquisite.
You've got a naked Jakari in your bedroom.
Louder next time.
The lighting, did the lighting change with the update? It looks so good. I do like it that my my cherub child is just floating around behind us. Okay. So that definitely that can happen now. We all know that this is apparently a thing. So I have made the executive decision. We're gonna play both romances until we get to the point where they make you pick. And we're just gonna see what happens. And then whoever makes the best case at that point is who we go with. Right? Right. That's it. That's all I got. A report. Immediately after our translation to the warp, there were reports on the Vox channel about black creatures appearing all over the place. Though witness accounts claim they emerged straight from the shadows and it was your pet Xenos Marzai they were interested in. He's not a pet. Several enforcers perished in the battle, but we managed to avoid significant casualties. Your Xenos took out the aggressors. I would not be bothering you with this if we determined the creature got onto the ship. Until we know for sure, we won't be able to stop. Has Marzai been questioned? No, since the incident on the officer's deck, everyone's been giving him a wide berth. All right, I'll go talk to him. I can't go take 2 steps without this man coming in, having questions and issues. That's fine with me. I mean, what are you gonna do when you got 2 Xenos running around your ship and Tessera? Chaos, that's all it's gonna be. Okay. So I take it I'm supposed to go talk to him? You down here. Where's Mars? This way. I don't know why I have such a hard time figuring out where this man is.
Rogue trader.
I received a report you were attacked by creatures from the shadows.
I have some recollection. What is it to you?
How about an explanation?
It was the mandrakes that I used to get you before. Creatures from the depths of Camorra. They thought they could ambush me here on this barge of yours. I taught them a painful lesson. I carved the symbol of Azuriesh on one's throat and hurled it back into the shadows to serve as a message to whoever dares to come for me the next time. If they come calling again, they'll be given the same welcome that I gave them before. So temper your fear. The mandrakes are only interested in getting to me, and I know how to deal with unwanted visitors.
Okay. Really? Is that it? Is that all we're gonna do? Is that all? Okay.
Then go. I will find something to amuse myself with.
Question. Does he doesn't have a...
Rogue trader.
Okay. I don't know if he had special romance-related stuff now. Vigdis? Okay. So, back to where we were. Y'all, we've been trying to get to Darkonus for like a half hour now, I think. Or at least it feels like it's been a half hour. We're still not there. We're still not even remotely there yet. Is this Darkonus? Okay, we're so close. Warp travel. Again? Victus, I'm trying to get to Darkonus. I bring you new information about the Xeno device that you discovered during your time away. Ever since your return, the tech priests have been making every effort to comprehend the nature of the mysterious technology. They have succeeded to an extent. After many rituals and pleas to the machine gods, they awakened the Xeno artifact. But for a moment, it produced a holographic copy of a planet and coordinates that matched the location in Langren's belt. Perhaps you'll wish to see that. Okay. Okay. So, a plate. All right, so we're gonna go here. I assume that that is not like 100%. You gotta go do it right this minute. I just want to get here. Dear goodness. We're gonna make it to Darkonus if it's the last thing we do. Very nice. Off we go, Tess. Your ship... Oh, yeah. Girl, why is your ship taking a beating? I just want to go into the planet. Okay. Let's no and yes. I do have Abelard with me, yes. I mean, I don't leave home without him, so... Who's gonna announce me if not Abelard? Well, sincerely, Tessera can't announce herself. She's the rogue trader. It doesn't work like that. Does it? No. No, not at all. Okay. Let's see. So who am I supposed to go talk to? What have I... Ladies and gentlemen, please... Okay, Governor Driveston will take care of everything. This is ridiculous. Such a thing happening right in the rogue trader's palace. What happened? You are confronted by the sight of dead bodies at the entrance to the palace. The corpses have been hauled into a pile. Some are dressed in the uniforms of palace wardens, while others are arrayed in clothing typical of Darkonus nobility. Upon seeing you, the young enforcer stands at attention and swallows noisily. His voice trembles as he says, "Your ladyship, we're honored by your presence." What is this mess? You see, your ladyship, those people wanted to attack, the warden clears his throat. Second lieutenant of the palace guard, Elam, wait, reporting, shortly before you arrived, we averted an assassination attempt on the rogue trader. The palace soldiers detected intruders and engaged in combat. Observations, there are rare high-functioning servitor specimens present among the expired units. Such specimens are traditionally bestowed upon the noble houses that are most loyal to the sacred fellowship of the Adeptus Mechanicus. The augmetics of the deceased do differ from the implants ordinary people wear. Their intricate construction makes it clear that the deceased were not ordinary humans. Abelard frowns. As far as I know, House Gabrick has received such servitors from the Crimson Priesthood as a gift in the past, although this is my first time seeing one myself. Where is the court chancellor? I think she's with the rest of House Wissarion, detained in the throne room, that is. Governor Driveston has gathered all of Darkonus nobility there to pronounce a guilty verdict against House Wissarion. Why is the governor not here to greet the rogue trader? I don't know, your ladyship. Perhaps he is. The guard throws a fearful gaze at Abelard. You could probably find him in the throne room where the governor intends to put House Wissarion on trial. Whoops. Okay. Yes. Putting somebody on trial without the rogue trader's awareness.
I rise to the occasion.
There was a crumpled up letter inside the pocket. Oh. They died. Okay. Listen. All I'm gonna say is that because I picked House Wissarion for Tess's inauguration, they clearly have a bone to pick with them. And this feels petty. And I don't like petty. And like I've mentioned numerous times, Tess did not come home the same that she left. So Emperor helped them all. Because Tess ain't gonna have no sympathy. I think Tess's sympathy meter is broken. I don't know if she had one to begin with, but it is extra broken now. And the fact that governor thinks he can do this.
I am satisfied with your performance for the maintenance rights on your equipment, although some of your prayers are unfamiliar to me.
They are rites performed by the Imperial Night pilots of my world. I must commend you on the delicacy with which you expressed your suspicion that I was deviating from dogma.
Okay, that was actually cool. Let me through! My apologies, my lord, but you cannot go further. This is ridiculous. Rogue trader standing right here. Thank you. At some point before she gets cranky. And lets the scary Drakari have his way. I like how Tess is back here, so they actually bowed to Abelard and Marzai. Your ladyship, 'tis an honor! Governor Urbent Drivestem seems to have materialized out of thin air. So suddenly does he emerge from the crowd. I regret that such unfortunate circumstances have occurred on the rogue trader's visit to the capital. Clementia tries to take a step towards you, but the warden nearby stops her, her face veiled with fear and weariness. Your ladyship, you're here. Please, you must hear us. The rogue trader is undoubtedly here to listen to the testimony of each and every one of us and to punish the traitors. The governor's words directed at Clementia are harsh. They are echoed by the scornful sneers and whispers of the assembled nobles. We have known each other for many decades now, and we have had our fair share of disagreements, but do you really think that my flesh and blood would trample upon the very definition of honor and loyalty? Abelard's voice is quivering with rage. The governor sweeps his gaze over Abelard and then replies, a faint show of doubt in his voice. We have evidence implicating them, Abelard, and I'm sure her ladyship will arrive at a fair ruling. What are the charges?